Hey guys, this is Bharadwaj with Fonearena.com, and unlike our recent unboxings, this is pretty special because this is the Dell Venue 8 Pro that we recently got. We imported it from the United States, so this is one of the first 8-inch Windows 8.1 tablets that's been out there, but it's not been out elsewhere, so pretty special. And also it's great that we can finally get to see how a proper 8-inch device works with Windows 8, because the Acer Iconia W3 was probably the worst tablet we have ever seen. So this hopefully should be much better. So let's straight away get to the unboxing of this pretty sweet product, because this retails for just $299. It's a bargain for anyone looking for a small tablet running full Windows. So let's take a look at the box. Over here you can see the specs. It has an 8-inch IPS HD touch display. So this one is an IPS panel, so we hope it has decent viewing angles. Clear, crisp viewing from any angle. We hope they deliver the promise. So this is a 1280 by 800 resolution display, not 1080p or any high res. Slender form, fits easily in the hand or a pocket. Well, that's a bold claim. You have Microsoft Office Home and Student 2013 pre-installed, and front and back cameras. So there's a 1.2 megapixel camera on the front, and there's a 5 megapixel camera on the back. There is also the wireless technology Miracast. So pretty stocked tablet here. Nothing else special. This is just the outer cover. You can see the back of the tablet here. It looks nicely designed from the photo, but we'll see how it looks inside. As I said earlier, 1280 by 800. The Atom processor here inside this tablet is an x86 processor, the Intel Atom Z3740D. So there is 1.8 gigahertz and it has 4 cores. 2 gigabytes of DDR3 memory running at 1600 megahertz, so 1600 megahertz, pretty good, but not dual channel, single channel. You got 32 gigabytes of storage capacity, which should be a lot less in reality because of the huge install of the Windows 8 version. You've got integrated Intel HD graphics. So yes, this is Bay Trail, not Clover Trail. You don't have PowerVR graphics anymore. You have integrated Intel HD graphics with low power technology. Windows 8.1, you have got wireless N, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi N, that is. 5MP rear camera, 1.2 megapixel webcam front, 18 watt hour battery. This promises around 10 hours of continuous use, so we'll be definitely testing that out. It's just 9 millimeters thick and weighs just 395 grams. So that's why we are taking a look at this tablet irrespective of its launch capabilities in India. We are really wondering if it will launch itself. So let's open up the box. Pretty nicely packaged here. So this is the tablet right away on the top. Let's take it out. Wow, that's pretty thin and very light. Pretty easy to hold with one hand. We'll take a look at the tablet later, but let's look at what else is inside the box. So this is the free Microsoft Office Home and Student code or something. This has important information. This is the Microsoft certification of license for Office, so never lose that. You also have the quick start guide here, the warranty, regulatory and safety information below that. And then you have the travel adapter. This connects to the USB cable. So this is Dell's own version. This is bought from the US, so it has the US plug. USB connects to the USB 3, and for the first time on a Windows tablet, you can actually connect through micro USB for charging and data transfer. That's a pretty refreshing change. The Acer Iconia W3 had proprietary connectors, but thankfully the Dell comes with micro USB port for data transfer, USB OTG as well as charging. Pretty nice. So that's about it for the box contents. We don't have anything else. So let's take a look at the tablet now. So this is the tablet right here, Dell Venue 8 Pro. Let's open the plastic cover, but before that we have got indicators here that says power button and the charger here, micro USB, and the volume rocker also here. Let's first remove this and take a good deep look at the tablet. So well, one word, wow, the back feels so great in the hands. So if you can look closely, these are made of concentric circles. It's made of plastic, a soft touch material, but feels fantastic in the hand. I cannot state it even more clearer, because this looks as well as feels great in the hand. Very well made tablet. I did not expect this amount of build quality from a 8-inch $299 tablet, but yeah, it's extremely well made. And you have the Dell logo here, which looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's the back, but let's take a look at the front and go through the hardware a little bit again. So 8-inch 1280 by 800 IPS LCD display. We should see how it works out when we turn it on. You've got a 1.2 megapixel front facing camera here, and besides that you've got a couple of sensors here for proximity sensing or just ambient light sensing, because proximity doesn't make sense on a non-calling tablet. You don't have any hardware buttons on the front. It's completely software, and it has decent bezels on the landscape orientation, so that your fingers won't touch the display often, and thin enough for holding it in one hand in portrait. So pretty good, nicely done. The display looks dark, so we guess it's slightly optically bonded to the screen, so it should look good. Over here at the left hand side, it's completely flush, you have nothing. Over at the bottom, it is the loudspeaker and looks pretty huge. We are expecting some good sound quality from this one. So here is the slot for the micro SD card, which can be opened. This will also accommodate the micro SIM card slot with the LTE version, but that's not out yet. So for now, there is the micro SD card slot. So over here you have the microphone, the volume rocker, plus and minus, and the power button, and the charging port or the data transfer port for micro USB. Over at the top you have the start button, which is pretty weird because on a portrait tablet it's going to be on the top and very hard to get your hands to, but in the landscape orientation it should be quite easy to get to the start button. But seriously, we don't need a hardware start button because it's going to be overlaid on the software. There's also the 3.5 mm audio jack. So nothing else on the sides. Over at the back we have the Intel Inside logo signaling the nice Atom Z3740D processor. You have got the 5 megapixel camera at the top. These are just mainly for video calls, so you don't have to worry about that. So let's go ahead and power it on, the Dell Venue 8 Pro. This has got a 18 watt hour battery, which should translate to about 10 hours of usage perhaps. That's what they are promising, 9.9 hours of standby. So we hope that they deliver on the promise. So from the front it looks pretty similar to a recent Nexus 7 tablet or any 8-inch tablet. In fact, nothing similar, pretty normal curves there, but the build quality is excellent. It's great to hold in a single hand or even two hands. So it's asking for the setup. Let's quickly set this up and get back. So this is the setup screen. I just want to show you this because the portrait orientation is pretty new. It doesn't look weird. It's a 1280 by 800 screen, which is 16 by 10, unlike the 16 by 9 screens of the Surfaces. So this looks much better than the Surface in portrait, and the Surface is also 10.6 inches. This is just 8 inches. So pretty nice, and the keyboard feels very much like what you see on Windows Phone, which is expected because it's from the same company. So let's hit next. It's asking to get us on Wi-Fi, so let's quickly do that. So we just completed the setup and it's now asking us how we can set up a PC. You can either sync everything including the apps, or you can just sync your start screen layout. So I've been using a Surface for some time, and that's showing up as the other option. So I've set it up as a new PC instead. So let's hit next. SkyDrive. So it's completely in the portrait orientation, and that's where you see the dark bars here, but still it's not weird. It's completely understandable and looks very different from what we have seen with the landscape devices. I've set up a couple of surfaces before, so that's completely different from this. So now I just signed in to my live account and it's restarting because I don't know, it's Windows. It's already working on updates, so that's a very bad tablet experience. First impressions, perhaps that's Windows for you. So this is complete Windows. This is running on full Windows 8.1, and it's mainly because of the x86 architecture. You can simply run any application that you run on your Windows desktop on this tablet. That includes VLC Media Player, although VLC is working on a Windows RT app, and you have like countless number of applications. You can even install Steam and try out some casual games on the Intel HD graphics. I'm pretty sure it can pull it off at 1280 by 800 resolution. So it should be pretty awesome trying out all the Windows 8 legacy stuff on the Dell Venue 8 Pro. So this is the complete setup process that you are seeing here. We are still waiting for it to complete the setup, but a quick impressions here. The weight is not that noticeable. It's 395 grams, about 90 grams heavier than the iPad mini. So that's a pretty good achievement for the Dell Venue 8 Pro, because the iPad mini is one of the lightest tablets around, and weighing just 95 grams above that, it's pretty awesome. That too for a full Windows tablet. We have seen bulky tablets from the Windows table, but this is much better than what we have seen. So quickly looking at the buttons here, they are made of metal, and they are completely flush with exception of the plus and the volume slightly jutting out, but almost flush inside the almost flush with the casing. That's what I meant. There's also a small LED indicator here, which might probably signal charging or data transfer. We'll see about that. There's a small bump for the 5 megapixel camera. We're not sure why. There is no full USB port, and we are inside the start screen. So that's my start screen. It's completely dull because the brightness is extremely low. So let's bring up the brightness a little bit. It's still low. We are not sure why, but the viewing angles are excellent. So that's nice on the Dell Venue 8 Pro. We saw from other blogs that Dell have disabled the brightness levels to a maximum, because that's oh, there you go. That's wow. Now the display completely pops out. This is excellent. So this is my setup of the home screen on the Surface. It's not optimized for portrait. It's optimized for landscape, so that's why you're seeing a bit of empty spaces here. I'll set it up completely, but let's go into the desktop mode. So let's go into the free space part. That's really interesting. So as you can see, you have got just 12.5 gigabytes free out of 23.3 gigabytes. So the OS takes almost half of the space, and the rest of it, the 32 gigabytes, that's around 5 gigabytes is taken for recovery. So if you don't want that, you can clear some around 5 gigabytes of space and get 17.5 gigabytes. But without that, it's better that you get the 64 gigabyte version, because this is pretty low for any tablet. But if you consider this as 16 gigabytes, then the 12.5 gigabytes is totally justifiable. The rest of the space goes entirely for the OS, and since this is a full feature OS, you obviously can't expect it to lose some space, like Windows RT. So yes, that's the Dell Venue 8 Pro. A quick look at the UI, the hardware and everything. It looks great. The display looks absolutely amazing in my opinion. Look at the viewing angles there. It's beautiful. The display is beautiful. So we'll be doing a lot of stuff with the Dell Venue 8 Pro. Look for more coverage in the upcoming days and weeks in our YouTube channel. Do keep an eye on the blog too, fonearena.com/tech, because this is full Windows 8 and we'll be completely ripping apart every aspect of this device. So stay tuned, and we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do hit the like button. Do also hit the like button if you like the Dell Venue 8 Pro. This is an awesome tablet, 8-inch full Windows 8. We'll be letting you know if Dell plans to launch this in India, and we'll be letting you know the price too, but only when we get the information. We don't have any information as of now. And if you want more coverage, more videos, and lots more videos about Android, Windows Phone, Windows and iPhones, of course, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.